going on, guys? Welcome to the live stream. Sorry it took so long to get in here. I was taking a bit of extra time to try and get the Instagram post up. Not like it makes much of a difference, but I hope everyone's good. Welcome to the Tuesday live stream, the first live stream of the week, which is always exciting to kind of jump back into it all again. Let's actually show you what's going on. Welcome, guys. Welcome. I hope everyone's good. We're pretty much going to jump straight into this and have a bowl. I'm ready for a bowl. It's my first bowl of the day, and I'm ready for it, so that's the plan, Stan. Let's do it. So yeah, it's been a long day. It was my brother's birthday today. I always come on the stream and I tell you about like routine and structure and just keeping up with specific things every day. The main things at the moment are work, gym, dog walking, and now recently guitar. Just started learning guitar. Felt as though I could kind of fit it into the schedule now. I've had the guitar for a while, but as soon as I just started getting into it, just started like really enjoying it, I had to sell my house and move to a new house, which took a long time and kind of killed all motivation for playing guitar because I just had no time to do it. So now that I'm settled now and I feel as though I'm really slipping into a good routine, I'm figuring out when I'm going to have free time. I want to get back into guitar again, so I started on Sunday and I've done a lesson every day since, and I will be looking to do a lesson every day now, and I'm excited. But today was a bit stressful because I had the plan I was going to come home, walk the dog, do a guitar lesson, shower, stream, and then it's chill time. But it was my brother's birthday today, so I had to go to his house, you know, wish him happy birthday, spend some time with the family, which meant we didn't get to walk Ellie, but everything else should pretty much go ahead, which is good. The thing is though, I didn't walk Ellie, but we got her a flirt pole recently. Damn, I've got like a bun that's wet and it's just like dangling on my back of my neck. Yeah, I got her a flirt pole recently. Now, guys, I'm going to give you some advice. And I hope if you're in this specific situation that you take my advice and use it. Because if you guys have got like a high energy dog or you've got a reactive dog that you can't seem to like calm down, the one thing you want to do is try to tire the dog out as much as possible. Now, for me, that's all great. Yeah, tire the dog out. Let's play fetch for half an hour. But the issue with that was that, one, I had to go outside and potentially see other dogs to do that. And two, Ellie would get very bored of it after a while. So I just realized that a flirt pole is what I needed. I needed to get a flirt pole because they're amazing for getting all that prey drive out of a dog. And especially if your dog's reactive or dog aggressive or just anything reactive or negative reactions. A lot of the time it can be because they got lots of pent up energy. So that's what it's like with Ellie. Every time we go out on a walk, she's at 100%, and it takes a long time to knock her all the way down to 10-20%. And 10-20% is where you want to be training a dog. You don't want to train a dog on an active brain. You want to knacker the dog out, and then when they're super tired, that's when you want to train them, because that's when they'll suck it in. That's when they're actually paying attention to you. So recently I bought Ellie a flirt pole and she just absolutely loves it. 10 minutes of flirt pole is enough to knacker it out for the day. It's enough to knacker it out with what a normal walk would do. So it's good because if we do miss a day where we're not walking, like today, which was kind of thrown on us, I can just get out the garden for 10, 15, 20 minutes and get her on the flirt pole, and she is like ready. Oh God. She is like ready to go, which is good. So yeah, if you guys have got a reactive dog, please get your dog a flirt pole. and just do some flirt pull with them, you know, engage with them, get that energy out of them, and then take them for a walk. Anyone that's struggling with taking their dog for a walk, do that. Knacker your dog out and then take them for a walk. I've been doing it with Ellie recently. Just her energy is a lot less, which is amazing. Her loose leash walking is getting a lot better. I used to train Ellie all the time in the garden because I knew she was reactive to other dogs, so I didn't want to take her out in the street. But then when I realized that training your dog in the garden is good but also terrible, because if then you go outside with a dog, all that training you did in the garden doesn't really translate, because different environments, different stimuli. So you need to pretty much train your dog in every environment. And that was my struggle, because I'd be fine in the house, fine in the garden, and then we get to the street and she would be an absolute nightmare. And like I said, the flirt pull's been amazing, because we get outside, I come home, flirt pull for 10 minutes, knacker it out, pull all of that energy out of her. And then when it comes to actually going for a walk, she is totally calm, totally relaxed, and I can actually work on stuff that I need to work on with her now. Also, sorry guys, I feel like I've just completely missed the chat. I hope everyone's good. Let's read the chat quick, because it seems like it's kicking off at the moment. We've got Benj, Monkey, Ferdinand. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. It's good to see you all in here. Can tell this is going to be a sick one. Yeah, I hope so, man. I hope so. I'm trying to keep my streams to like a specific length nowadays, or well, not specific, but to a certain length nowadays that is just like, I don't want to be streaming for like 2 hours at a time. Like 45 minutes, an hour, that's a nice little comfy zone where we can jump in, have a nice bake up, have a nice session, and then jump back out again and not take up too much time for everyone. Evening Herb and chat. Ferdinand, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. I'll be sending this hit out to you guys shortly. I'm on the old mighty right now because my other mighty's in the other room. I'll probably grab it shortly. Look how slow that heats up, man. Same. I got a feeling especially bakey. That's the way. What are we vaping tonight? I'm not sure what this strain is. I'm not sure. It's a pretty budget cheap one. I'm just kind of getting through it at the moment, just trying to vape it all. I've got some lovely organic OG Kush in a Dynavap at the moment. Nice. I should really get back to the Dynavap. I've been off it for a week or so. Vaping Limoncello, ABDC, wow, and full spectrum shatter for CBD, and consuming some RSO for THC. Damn, nice. Taking some huge doses tonight to calm physical pain and relax the mind. Nice, man. I hope you can relax. Yeah, I hope you can relax and chill out. Get that? Was it RSO? Oh, no, you didn't say RSO. You said, oh yeah, you said consuming some RSO. There we go. Oof, RSO. Damn, boy. Right. Kill. God, I bet that RSO is hitting you though. Whew. I might have taken a bit too much RSO. But I won't know until a couple hours passes. That's the way, man. That's the way. That RSO is amazing for that though. If you have got that physical pain, that RSO will hit you hard. Yeah, he had a good day. It was nice. It was nice to go down my brother's because I got to see my nephews and I haven't seen them in a while. And it's getting scary now because when my oldest nephew was young, I pretty much spent all my free time with him. I was spending every afternoon around there, every Friday around there, playing football with him, just engaging with him and being around him as he was growing up. And then my youngest nephew come around and I don't feel like I'm getting that time with him and that connection because we moved to the next city over, and then again we moved to the next city over to that, so it can take about 25-30 minutes to get down there, but it's nice to go down there. It's nice to see everyone, get into that birthday spirit again, because we have got quite a big family. So when birthdays happen, we have a nice big gathering, which is always nice. It's never level entirely compared to vaping flower and doesn't settle down after a few hours. Can be 9 hours later and it still gets stronger. Yeah, yo, that RSO is naughty. It's basically like edibles, isn't it? It just hits you so hard, like, and you just don't know what the dose is, pretty much. Nice one on the guitar, Herb. Which style of guitar are you going to use? Well, funny enough, I've got two. I've got an acoustic and an electric. And I bought my acoustic just to practice on, because I know if you want to practice, get those acoustic strings on your fingers, because they're going to callous your fingers the quickest. And you don't want to practice on electric for 6 months or a year and then go to an acoustic and the strings be a lot thicker. So I'm kind of bouncing between the two at the moment, but really trying to put as much time into the acoustic guitar as possible, because then hopefully going over to the electric guitar, it'll just translate a lot easier and I won't have to press as hard on the strings and stuff. But if I'm honest, it's all new to me. I love guitar specific music. I don't really listen to specific genres like pop or rock. It's just mostly like music with heavy guitar in it, heavy guitar solos, Buckethead. Been listening to a lot of Megadeth at the minute. Tool is pretty much a standard. Just a lot of metal, a lot of rock music, and it really does kind of motivate me to want to play the guitar. And when you look at metal music and stuff, and you look at your Stevie Ray Vaughns and all those types of guys, who's not more blues, but when you listen to that sort of music, when you listen to those guys, Steve Vai, who can play guitar like absolutely amazing, it just motivates you so much to like want to play. And I know I'll never get as good as Steve Vai or Adam Jones or any of these guys, but listening to them play just makes you want to play. And I think that's what I've really been looking forward to recently, is listening to a lot of these bands that I love listening to and having a go myself and going, do you know what, I want to play guitar. I want to play guitar and I want to try this out, and maybe I will never get to their level. I never will. Do you know what I mean? These people have been playing their whole life. I'll never get to their level, but I want to at least try, and I want to see how it would go, and I want to kind of go down that path. But luckily I've got two. I've got an electric guitar and an acoustic guitar. They're budget ones. I've got basically two Yamahas, funny enough, and they're great. They do everything I need them to do. Very simple. They sound great for a beginner, and I don't really have any issues with them, so that's great. I thought Ethan lived with you. Ethan does live with me, actually. He'll be home shortly. I used to play classical guitar, nylon strings, obviously. Yo, see, that's another one. I absolutely love listening to classical guitar music. Sometimes when I get baked, I like to put some classical guitar on. It's probably one of my favorite forms of guitar music, actually. Like, I can go from metal to classical guitar like one song after the other. A classical guitar is normally one I listen to when I'm in work, because listening to classical guitar while you're gardening is very very relaxing. I can only play Come As You Are on acoustic. Well, that's good enough, man. Imagine saying you couldn't play anything on the acoustic. Yeah, the fact that you can play something is a positive. I went to listen to Bad Horsey by Steve Vai. I don't think we can listen to that sort of music on stream anymore, because it's got to a point where YouTube will just hit me for anything on my stream now. I've streamed the last 3 times and I've been completely clear. I haven't been age restricted, I haven't been copyrighted, so it's been amazing. But I'm getting really touchy when it comes to like playing stuff on stream now, because YouTube just absolutely hits me in the ear. I've listened to a flamenco guitarist called Tomatito. I hope I said that right. Check his video of him playing the boo. Wow, I can't even pronounce any of this. The particular video was shot in a cave. That'll help you find the one I'm referring to. Let's have a look. Him playing. I think if I searched, surely if I just searched that name, I won't play it now, but I'll keep it for later. Damn. I've got 2 mice for my played it in a cave, you said. For my PC, I've got a wireless one, and then when my wireless one dies, I've got a wired one. So that it's just, you know, plug and play basically. Once my one dies, I'll just pull the wired one out when it works. And it just does not work. It just does not work. Because I end up let's have a look. Because the click on my wired thing just doesn't work basically. Right, I've got him opened up, so I'll I think that might be it, surely. I think he's in a cave. I think that might be it. They're all just clapping. I have no idea. Link it to me on Instagram if I got the wrong one though. As long as you're enjoying trying, it's a good use of time. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. And the thing is, anyone could be good at anything so long as they put enough time into practicing doing that thing. And I know certain people have certain like physical restraints, but a lot of time we all have a lot of mental restraints. We don't like to try stuff and practice stuff and put time into stuff. So it's nice. It's nice to feel a guitar. When I last did it, I didn't really learn. I learned a little bit, but I didn't really learn so much as like, yeah, I can pick up a guitar and play. I could play Fast Car by Tracy Chapman, but that was like about it. That was pretty much it. I couldn't really play anything else, but that's nice because before I started my lesson yesterday, I got the acoustic out, put my capo on, and it was like muscle memory. Even though I hadn't played the song in 8 months maybe, it all just felt normal, and I played the song again, and it felt nice. So although I don't really know anything now, hopefully in a year's time I can come on the live stream and play guitar, or in 2 years time come onto the live stream and play the guitar and practice and show you guys the progress. And I don't think I'll really show anything in the beginning stages because it's a lot of mistakes, it's a lot of just painful noise. But I think once I get decent at it and I can start playing stuff and I feel comfortable, I'll jump on stream and kind of get like a little baseline stream where I just show you how I'm playing. And then from there, we'll just kind of every month or every few months, I'll just jump on and kind of update you guys on the guitar playing. But it's something I'm really passionate about, actually, not just guitar music, but learning guitar myself as well, learning how to play it myself and just learning everything about it, scales and just all the different chords and just everything about guitar I really want to learn. So I got that exact video. Sick. I'll have a listen to that because that does sound interesting. It looks like such an old video as well. But I know that video's got 2.3 million views, and I can just guarantee that I would get copyrighted. I just know it. But I have got a few playlists on Spotify of classical music that I normally go to. I'm not too familiar with like. Other than Taraga, I'm pretty shit on classical music. And I know you're probably like, when I say his name, because I know he's like the big name, but I don't really know any classical guitarists, so I normally just go to a playlist and I'll just kind of play whatever comes up. And it was funny because I was in work the other day play some classical guitar music, and I put the playlist on, and we must have listened to it for maybe half an hour, and then one of my workmates turned to me and was like, "Is this the same song that was on earlier, or is there like different songs?" Which kind of says a lot. When you listen to the music and you sit there and you listen to classical music, you can tell obviously the different songs easily. But I think when you just kind of put it in the background and let it play in the background, it all kind of stitches into one big, nice classical guitar piece, which is good. Is that a promise you're still streaming in 2 years? I hope so, man. I hope so. I feel like the streaming is the one thing I finally settled on now, which I've really wanted to do for a long time, but I'm only just committing to it, which is a bit shit. But for years and years, like even when I was living in my dad's house 6-8 years ago, I wanted to be streaming, but I was always pulled to YouTube by the video side, and the video side just doesn't really interest me anymore because it just takes up so much time that I just don't have. And if I wish that I could find time to make videos and stuff, but it's very, very hard at the moment to find time to even slot things in. Like at the minute, I'm kind of doing maybe 30 to 45 minutes with the guitar every day, but that may get longer the more I play it and the more I enjoy it. And then just stitching everything in as well, stitching everything else in as well, it can be quite hard to just keep up with life in general, and I definitely don't want to snow myself under. So the streaming is a nice way to keep to a schedule, but it not take over and be so heavy on the routine, if that makes sense. Yeah, Benj, I'll definitely give that that video a look, and I'll also give some of his other stuff a look as well. I was listening to that Estas, how do you say, is it Tone or Tone? I don't even know how you say his name. I'm just a stupid Welsh boy. But I was listening to his I was watching his video the other day, the Song of the Golden Dragon. Yo, if you haven't seen this video, you need to just go to YouTube and just watch this video, because this guy is just absolutely killing it live in the street. Like, check this. Let's pause the actual lo-fi stuff we're listening to. Yo, imagine being able to play like this. And it gets better, trust me. I absolutely hate to skip this video, but it definitely gets better. And trust, he goes in. This video got 96 million views. I'll probably get copyrighted for playing that, but yeah, this is what I mean. Like, listening to stuff like that, how can you not watch something like that and then go, yeah, I don't want to play guitar? Like, I think that was one of those videos that I come across on YouTube where I watched that video and was like, yeah, imagine being able to do that. Imagine being able to do that. And he goes in, like, I hate to skip that video. It's mad. I pulled it up in work the other day and I was like, yo, you guys need to watch this video. And we all sat there in the van for the 9-minute video, didn't talk once, didn't skip once, didn't take our eyes off the screen once, was like fully engaged in this video. And I'm going to put it in the chat because I feel as though this video deserves... Oh, there we go. Monkey literally just said, link that in the chat, please. But that guy goes in, like it's proper like chilled and relaxed and like calm, and the typical like Spanish guitar music or classical guitar music you'd expect. And then in the end he just starts going in and going crazy. So definitely worth a watch. I wish I could sit here and watch the whole 9-minute video with you, but I'm sure I'd get copyright strike pretty hard if that happened. I learned some rumbas, but the thing that put me off of playing flamenco is the need to grow out the nails on one hand so much. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know what is it like in that video actually, but I know they do obviously do a lot of all finger style. I don't actually, is it all? I don't know if it would all be finger style, but a lot of finger style. So yeah, that would make sense that you'd need to like grow your fingernails out specifically to use them as a pick. And that is pretty mad actually, because there's easy chance to break your nails as well. So you get like prosthetic nails, like fake nails put on. You can grow them obviously, which takes a lot of time and would be an absolute killer if they snap. You can grow them and get prosthetics put on. Is prosthetics the right word? I feel like prosthetic nails just doesn't sound right. But yeah, you can get them put on. You can get little things that go over your fingers that act like nails. Mad. But I'm sure a natural fingernail would sound better than any other pick or thing that you can stick to your finger. And I think that's it. The softness of the nail is what brings the sound. Yeah, exactly. Imagine doing that, like, imagine. And the thing is, that guy's just in the street, like he's performing there, and he's got that massive crowd around him, and they filmed that. But he's done that like live with probably a couple hundred people stood around him, and just killed it, like. Killed it, but not only in the performance. That video got 96 million views and 1.1 million likes. Yeah, that guy succeeded in every way possible there. Since you might get copyrighted, yo, as if. Who don't grow their nails out, because you don't need to finger pick with nails. Well, there we go then. There we go. I'll be looking out for that now, actually. I'll be looking out for that. Isn't it mad though? I bet if that was the case, like if you were really famous or just popular, well-known, whatever, I don't know, successful guitarist, and you grew your nails out, like, imagine breaking one of those nails. That would literally be heartbreaking. Like, when you watch a guitarist like that, watch his strumming hand closely. What he is doing with his fingers is the strums and how they rest their thumbs on the bass E string. Yeah, one of the reasons I liked Tracy Chapman Fast Car as my first little song to, and I know going from that just then to fucking Tracy Chapman Fast Car, but was because it was, I enjoyed it so much and got drawn to it so much to practice on first, was because it was fingerstyle, and it just feels so much more like freeing and connected to the guitar when you can do fingerstyle. Like doing the strumming and stuff, I just don't feel as though I'm, and it's obviously because I'm a beginner, of course, but like you feel so much more connected to the guitar when you're actually doing fingerstyle. He looks tempted. Don't convince me, man. Come on. Yeah, Benj, that's the way to look at those videos, though, innit? Is to look at those videos and look at everything. And appreciate everything. And appreciate the things that other people might not pick out. And like we were just saying, even something as small as his nails, like looking at his nails and the commitment he had to put in to grow those out and make sure they were shaped right and just keep them in good quality is just mad. And then, like you said, all those other added bits as well. Absolutely epic. Monkey's selling me on a fast track to getting a strike. Yo, guys, I'm going to go and get my other mighty because we getting bakey. And that one's just died. I won't give you guys a plant tour, but there's not really any updates since the last time I did one. The plants have kind of stalled a little bit. Some of them are still growing, but they've kind of stalled a little bit because at the start of spring we had some amazing weather and some really nice temperatures, and then for some reason the end of spring came and then it just got freezing cold. Like, it was spring and it was lovely and it was nice, the weather was great, and then it got more towards the time when it was getting close to summer and starting to get pretty warm, and then it just got cold again. So a lot of the plants have kind of chilled for a little bit. Some of them are still growing. I think I showed you my big zebra, Alocasia zebra, last stream. And it's got a massive leaf growing out of it, and to be fair, I could probably show you that because the leaf on that is getting big, but I'm going to wait for it to pop out properly and then show you. My hands aren't quite right for guitar, or I'm just not used to stretching them and having them in certain positions. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's it. You're just not used to putting your fingers in those positions. But yeah, the more you do it, the more you commit to it, I'm sure the more you will get used to it. And that's what you want to do. You just want to do it until you get used to it. That's pretty much how you learn. Do something until you're used to it, until it becomes muscle memory. But no one's hands are really made for guitar because it's such an odd thing to do. But it's the practice of doing those things with your hands that make you good at guitar. So you're growing some veg. How's that? Not bad. I'm actually really enjoying it. Ethan's smashing it because he's kind of taking the lead and really motivated. Really motivated. Not like I'm not, but Ethan's really excited to be growing veg this year and just growing stuff. He's kind of been the trailblazer. He was the one that encouraged us to get a polytunnel, which was just an amazing idea. And like I said, he's pretty much the trailblazer of the whole project. But things are going really good out in the garden. It's really nice to be out there. In fact, I went over into the polytunnel earlier, and the one thing I like most about the polytunnel, and it might sound mad, but it's like a free, like, little mini sauna. It's so humid in there. It's nice and warm, and even on those days where it's just a little bit warm, when you go in the polytunnel, it's hot in there. It's really hot in there. So much so that we took a cut-in off one of my Monsteras the other day. I bought like an adult Monstera back in December time, I think. And unfortunately, we bought it. It was perfect. Unfortunately, the main top new leaf got scalded because it went by the heater in my car. Didn't realize the heater was on, and it was just blowing boiling hot air onto the leaf and just ended up burning the leaf. And let's let Ellie out. Yo, Eve. Ended up burning the leaf, and then I put in a tent for a few months. I repotted it, did nothing, obviously. And And then I just kind of took it out and did nothing to it, and the plant was just slowly dying. So Ethan cut it the other day. We took 2 cuttings off it. Wow, that hit. We took 2 cuttings off it, and we've actually put them out in the polytunnel in a nice big jar of water, and we're going to leave them in there, and they're going to be totally fine in there. The heat throughout the day is really going to accelerate their growth now, which is good. I went out there earlier, and our potatoes are growing so fast. Ethan sowed some peas last weekend, and they're already like 2 foot out of the ground. 2 foot, 2 or 3 inches out of the ground. The potatoes are probably about a foot out of the ground. About a foot out of the ground. It's mad. Like the peas, the potatoes growing really well. The strawberries are growing really well. And a little kind of crop update, because I kind of messed it up the other day. We have in the polytunnel right now, we've got some Titan sunflowers that are just growing, taking that extra taking some extra sun and humidity and giving it to them at the moment. We've got a sweet pepper that a friend gifted me. I've got a cola plant. If you guys have never seen one of those, they're amazing. They're so amazing. It's like a little bush, a little shrub, and it's so nice. And it's just crazy because it's just simple. It's just a simple little plant, but when you like ruffle the leaves, it smells like fizzy cola balls, which is absolutely crazy. But yeah, if you give a cola plant a little squeeze, it tastes just like fizzy cola bottles, which is just unreal. And we went to a botanical garden, the botanical gardens of Wales, actually, a month or 2 ago. When was it? My birthday, actually, March. And I saw this cola plant in the little shop there, and it was the last one, and I just had to get it. And every time I go into the polytunnel now, I give the cola plant a little smell, and it's so nice to see nature smelling like a sweet. It's so weird. So we got the cola plant, then we got the potatoes, we got sweet peppers, chilies. Damn, I'm gonna fuck it up again. We've got a beefsteak tomato plant, 1, and then we've got 4 normal tomato plants, and then I think it's the peas. We got 2 pots worth of peas, which should be nice, and a trellis set up ready for them. And that's the polytunnel, and I'm just loving going in there. Every day you go into the polytunnel, it's new, it's fresh. There's something else growing in there. It's just so exciting to go in there. So yeah, the gardening's growing. The gardening's growing. the garden's growing. The gardening's going great. But it's not just the vegetables that's exciting, because about 2 weeks ago I sowed a load of troughs as well, full of flowers, basically full of ornamentals, so that we can attract some bees to the garden. At the minute, we've got a really nice bird feeder setup, which is just bringing some amazing birds to the garden. In fact, we kind of had our best bird yet at the garden over this last week or so. Look at that. So I've got like a nut holder, and it's not my ball bag. I've got a nut holder, and there's been a woodpecker that has started coming to the feeder, which I think is just absolutely unreal. Like, I can't believe that we've attracted a woodpecker to the garden. There we go. There's a little video. I just can't believe it. It's so amazing. It's so amazing to know that that bird is feeding out my back garden. Just chilling. Absolutely love it. I've got so many pictures of different birds that have landed in the garden. In fact, I took a picture of our peas earlier as well. So they got sown last weekend, and that's how much they've grown since, which is pretty crazy. I'm not sure if I've got a picture of my actual polytunnel itself, like on the inside. I don't think I do. There's a little jay as well. We had one of those out the garden the other day, eating on the feeder, which is just amazing. Lots of blue tits out there as well. Amazing. I've got pictures of the veg, but it's like when we... Oh, there we go. There's a picture of the polytunnel. Let me pause it there. So that's what our bird feeder and our polytunnel looks like. And that's pretty much the setup. That's the perfect picture to show you. Because we got the bird feeder on the left-hand side. That's the setup I was telling you about. And then we got the polytunnel there with all of our ornamental troughs on the side. There's some troughs on the back as well, where you see the back of the polytunnel, which is here. There's more troughs running along the back as well. So you've got loads of ornamental flowers out the garden as well. The polytunnel's big as well. And I just realised I said as well about 20 fucking times. So yeah, that's the polytunnel setup. And it's fucking... It's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I'm trying to see what other stuff we've got. What other stuff I've got to show you. I have got a video of the potatoes. This is what the potatoes are looking like at the moment. But they've grown a lot more since then as well, so... they're growing every day pretty much. They're pretty much growing every day, which is just amazing. And yeah, we've got some ornamentals in as well. I did a load of sunflowers, and I mean a load of sunflowers. I did 2 troughs worth of sunflowers, plus I've got 8 titans growing. So yeah, got lots of sunflowers this year. Lots of sunflowers. We've got a trough full of marigolds, and then we've got, I think, 4 or 5 troughs dotted around our house that are growing bee-friendly flowers. So it doesn't matter about the looks, it doesn't matter about where they are or kind of what pots they're in, not making them look fancy. It is just growing flowers to feed bees, basically. And it's going good. Like the last week or two, the first week it was weird because we potted, or first probably 2 weeks actually, we potted everything up and we'd taken up all this space doing the gardening. We got 2 big circular raised garden beds as well, which are outside of the tent. And we filled it all up with veg, put all of the little baby veg in everything it needed to be in. And then we just kind of sat there for like 2 weeks and nothing happened. Like nothing was growing other than the lettuce, which is pretty funny. The only thing that was really growing was the lettuce, but because a lot of the stuff got planted underground as well, like the potatoes, it did take a little bit of time for everything to kick in. But it's nice to be going out the garden now, and especially going into the tent and seeing new growth every day and looking at this and going, wow, that's grown that much today. Especially the potatoes, they're kind of scaring me how fast they're growing, to be honest. It's mad. Oh, how did that turn off? Okay, my mighty just turned off. Sick. I think it was dead. So now both my mighties are dead, which means we're going to have to go to the Dynavap to finish off the live stream, which I'm sure you guys won't mind. I already feel pretty baked, but we got to finish off on a couple of bowls to end the stream. I've got a maidenhead fern here, and I've noticed some of the leaves are drying up. Not had this problem with any other plant, weirdly. Yo, that's probably one of the hardest plants to grow well. You really want to put one of them in like a terrarium or something, something where it's going to get lots of humidity, your bathroom, something like that, because those plants need lots of humidity to grow. Try your ferns in more shaded areas as well. If you've got a bathroom that gets a little bit of light but lots of steam from the shower, try it in there. They'll probably love it. Yeah, Benj, I think I'm gonna have to try that as well. Try angling the guitar a bit different. Yeah, Ferdinand, I'm excited, man. I've been growing houseplants for a while now. I pretty much grow plants for a living. But I haven't grown veg, which is exciting. So, yeah, it'd be good to grow veg this year. And it pains me in work when we do our bedding, because you spend so much time turning the soil, like emptying a bed, turning the soil, picking all the weeds out, raking it out, getting the rotavator on it, turning all the soil, putting the compost in, mixing the compost in, and just cleaning the beds up ready for new bedding, getting the bed in, planting it all in, it all looks clean, and then you have a nice growing season out of it, and then just rip it out and chuck it away. It kills me. Like, with my houseplants, it's great because I could have these houseplants for 2, 5, 10, 15, 20 years, whatever, and grow them, and they'll just keep growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. Whereas with like the ornamentals in work, it's a bit painful to have to be pulling them out all the time and chucking them away. So I can't wait this year to have a nice veg crop and go out there and be able to pick my own tomatoes and pick my own potatoes and use them in cooking. Yeah, I think it'll be very rewarding for the mind to finish this season and say, yeah, we've grown our own veg, because I think it's such an accomplishment for people, especially nowadays. We're really going away from that lifestyle of growing your own vegetables. Not so much in COVID. I feel like plants in general have had a big boom in COVID. House plants, just any sort of plants, vegging plants, do you know what I mean? Any sort of plants, because people have wanted to connect with nature more. And I'd suggest it, guys, go out there, go to your garden centre and just buy a tomato plant or something simple that doesn't need big pots and tents and all that sort of stuff. Go and get yourself a nice tomato plant and feel the joy when you can be rewarded with vegetables to eat. I honestly can't wait. The funny thing was, a lot of our veg as well came from seed, pretty much all of it. We didn't really buy many specific plants that were already grown. We bought some garlic. I'm still not sure if it's dead. What else? Oh, the beefsteak tomato. My dad actually gave it to us because he bought all of his children a beefsteak tomato and said, you all get one each, and it's a challenge to, or each household, because me and Ethan live together, so we're in a team. But he said each household gets one beefsteak tomato, and the winner is the one that grows the biggest one. So ours went straight in the polytunnel. Ethan went into competitive mode, and we're gonna win this challenge. Sadly, I don't have a garden, but I'm a fair size up. On the fourth floor with a great view, been seeing some groups of kites flying out there. It looks like they were having a mid-air war with some of the birds a few days ago. Yeah, yo, birds are mad, I swear. I was only saying today, I was sat in the van and there was a sparrowhawk chasing a crow, and trust me, I watch crows all day in work. They're little fucks, because when we're turfing, you put the turf down, it's all nice and clean, you knit it all in, you look back and you go, that's a good fucking job. and then you walk away, and 2 days later you're seeing the crows and the magpies ripping all of the turf up and ripping all the corners up. It's just such a pain, but I absolutely love my job for that, because all day, from the moment I start in the morning to the moment I go home in the evening, I'm listening to birds. Like, it's all I listen to. It's literally the backing track to my day, which is just so amazing. Yeah, the tent is amazing. I'm so glad we got it. Where can I score good buds in London? Yo, I have no idea, man. Growing 4 paprikas myself now, first time, so who knows how it's gonna turn out. Yo, that's the best part though. That's the best part. Like this year, like I said, I've not grown veg before, and we've took on this pretty big job of filling up a polytunnel plus 2 big raised garden beds, and we're gonna have to keep them watered and keep them fed and keep the pests away. And really keep an eye on them. Like at the moment it's okay because we can go in and we can just go in and check on them and go, yeah, they're growing a bit, but soon it's going to get to a point where we're really going to have to start making certain decisions and cutting stuff back and trimming this and trimming that, and yeah, it's exciting, it's scary. I'm a bit nervous because not only do we have the veg, but I've got all my houseplants in my bedroom, so it's a lot to uptake. Plus all the plants I've got to think about and work, so it's kind of crazy, but I think this is going to be such a good year. I'm going to look back on this year and all my houseplants are going to be in a good position. We'll have done a good season out the garden with the veg. And we'll be finishing up the season in work with all the plants and getting on the hedge cutting. I feel like it's going to be a really good year. Last hit of the stream, guys. Guys, I've got some honey berries on the windowsill. Nice, got some greenery. That's the way. Keep us updated. I will, no doubt, man. I've been taking pictures anyway to kind of just keep myself updated, but really I should be posting stuff on Instagram as well. It feels weird because I feel as though this live stream is kind of becoming the last connection I've got to social media, and I really don't see myself going on Instagram anymore. I haven't been on Facebook for about 5 years. I haven't been on Twitter for about 5 years, like actively using it. And Instagram, I just feel as though I just browse it nowadays. I don't really post much on there, don't really communicate much on there. But I should get back on Instagram, and I should start updating people on the veg garden, because if it's exciting for me, then I'm sure it's going to be exciting for some other people as well. So I'll definitely do that. But guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for coming to the live stream. It's Tuesday, and it means that we get a stream tomorrow and a stream on Thursday. So yeah, tune in, guys. Go and follow me on the links if you want to check out some more of my content, and I appreciate it. If you just come in here, go watch the stream back. I'm ending it. I'll speak to you guys later.